I have completed my diorama for EDT's hashtag Mini Dolly Diorama Challenge. It's been really fun. I've gotten to try out new techniques and new materials, and most importantly, I got to follow my inspiration from a feeling in my head to a real thing that I get to touch and tweak and play with. This is the second video about this diorama, so I'm going to focus on what's new. The details on the other things are in the other video. The basic idea was to use this box to make a gothic scene for a vampire doll. And here's where we ended up. A real spooky place where these two spooky weirdos can hang out. Their names are Grish and Gondoline. They're roughly 1/12 scale, but when everything is very cartoony, you can play fast and loose with the scale. We're not going to be sticklers. The challenge, as presented by EDT, required a wall, which I made out of craft foam, a large wall decoration, which is that painting you see up there. That's Caravaggio's Salome with the head of John the Baptist. We need a console table, which you see right there. There's some other stuff that we'll get to soon. The storage item here is that woven basket, which is full of firewood for the fireplace, which is on the other side of the room. I did not build a fireplace. I had trouble deciding what to put in these bowls because I don't think Gondoline is the type to display fresh fruit or wax fruit, but she might be a crafty kind of person like me, so I made some miniature hanks of yarn out of embroidery floss, and a miniature pincushion with a felted wool ball and some sequin pins. This is satisfying to me because we get to juxtapose lots of different textures. The lantern is wood, except the handle is craft foam, and when you add some baking soda to the paint, you give it all a unified texture. It looks like it's all made out of something, the same thing, whatever it is. The candle inside is unpainted air-dry clay with a piece of wire for a wick. That small painting is something I painted at full size years ago. Like the big painting, I printed it out real small, miniature size, and I daubed some Mod Podge over it for the illusion of texture. The frames are made from coffee stirrer sticks that are stained with acrylic paint. I wish I could do fancier picture frames. Maybe in the future I'll do fancier picture frames. That plant is also basically paper with a layer of Mod Podge over it. The little table is one of the few items I did not make by hand. The Gondoline doll is a big improvement over the Grish doll, but maybe not in ways that are easy to appreciate if you didn't make her yourself. For them to stand up at all is a huge success. For them to be posable like this is pretty dang satisfying. I don't think I'm going to learn how to style Gondoline's hair, because this is how she is now. That's who she is. That's her hair. I'll do fancier hair in my next project, like Pixar when they went from Finding Nemo to The Incredibles. Man, look at that. That looks great. This is fantastic. I am happy calling this done. This is finished because it looks awesome and also it checks all the boxes. Thank you for checking this out. Thank you EDT for issuing this challenge. And thanks especially to the Addams family for letting me rip off their entire aesthetic.